Niall McGinn, remember that great goal he scored against Portugal? What a performance that was, away from home. And here's McGinn again, McGinn with the effort. Well, it's good to see Mark. That's 2 shots in the opening couple of minutes, and he's not goal shy, is he? You know, it's a tight angle. His movement coming from a deeper roll is going to cause problems to the Russians, and on another day, you know, a couple of feet to the left, and he could have caused the goalkeeper a little surprise, but that's encouraging. Well, it's certainly one thing Northern Ireland have not lacked in the home games is the creation of chances. They created a bucketful against Luxembourg and Azerbaijan, but just didn't convert. An old story for Northern Ireland.
Yeah, well, even in my day, Mark, I don't think we created as many chances as this side has created. They really have done well in that part of it, playing good football for Michael, creating chances, just not converting them. That's the problem at the moment, and some of that's to do with confidence and belief, and a win would change all of that.
So Lafferty with the throw in. That's Anyukov. And it's Denisov, the captain, looking for Bistov on the right hand side. Bistov in Russian means fast, and he is quick, as you'd expect. Here is Macaulay. Lafferty clears downfield. Martin Patterson playing in Kyle Lafferty's role up front tonight. And here is Lafferty again for Northern Ireland. This is Martin Patterson, who have to get through a huge amount of work. You fancy Jamie Ward. And back there goes Tereszewski. And here comes Patterson, but the whistle has gone. And Tom Hagen, the Norwegian referee, blows his P just when it looked as if Northern Ireland could have been away there.
I can't believe a Norwegian referee's given a free kick for that. I know the studs are a little bit high, but he's won it cleanly with his feet, and I think it's very unfortunate there, and certainly Vasily Berezutski's very, very fortunate to get away with it. Well done, Martin.
Well, Martin Patterson will run all night for you. We know that. We've seen it in the past. In that Northern Ireland shirt, he hasn't had that many opportunities, Martin Patterson. He has had a lot of injury problems as well. And now he's moved to Huddersfield. New club, new beginning for Martin Patterson, and making an impressive start. And looking for the runner down the left-hand side, and it's Shane Ferguson. Ferguson trying to get the crossing this time. Berezutski defends a little bit better than they did a few moments ago.
This 4-2-3-1, I think, is suiting Northern Ireland. They're breaking well. They've got a little bit of pace there, and had a very good start, but as I said at the very start, we have to convert any chances or half chances we get to have a chance. Good football.
Well, they played it forward, and Lafferty wrestling for the ball with Denisov, comes off Shane Ferguson, and it goes for a throw-in. And Denisov apparently is going to Dynamo Moscow now. He's only been at Anzhi for about 7 weeks, £15 million move, but of course Anzhi's benefactor has reduced the funding significantly. Denisov, maybe an early offload there. Oh, here is Martin Patterson. Good football again for Northern Ireland. That's the third chance they have had in the first 5 minutes. It's bright, it's encouraging.
Well, you know, we've said this in previous games. We've watched them play good football. You know, they've been very, very good at creating the chances. It's just about taking it. But that one was on target for Martin Patterson. Better effort. And as I said, keep your fingers crossed that we can get one and cause an upset.
Tereszewski plays it forward for the very impressive Sherikov. Sherikov in for Kursakov. The chase. Sherikov played wonderfully well in Moscow. Kursakov is a striker who needs chances. He doesn't have a high conversion rate.
No, Sherikov's superb. 33 caps, 11 goals. You know, as an attacking midfield player, he is a handful.
Offside against Martin Patterson. On a free from Burnley to Huddersfield, his 15th cap, 1 goal, penalty against Finland. He's desperately keen to add to that solitary effort tonight. There is Fabio Capello with a 67% success rate with England, the best ever success rate for an England manager.
Very professional and excellent manager. And he won't be happy with this. The opening 6 minutes, he'd be happy they hadn't conceded a goal. But the only thing is this team has only conceded 1 goal in their last 5 matches, and that was the 1-0 defeat against Portugal. They're very solid at the back and a very hard-working side.
Yes, Postiga, the only player to breach this Russian defence so far. Here they come through Anyukov, and he plays in for Kursakov. And that's good defending by Gareth McCauley. McCauley was Northern Ireland's best striker in Moscow. 3 chances in that game, Jerry. Here comes Northern again through Steve Davis. Plays a little bit too far, is it, for Martin Patterson? No, he's done well to keep it in. Plays into the box for Jamie Ward. There's plenty of industry there. From one thing Northern Ireland do not have in the strike pace is height, Terry.
No, they haven't done height, but you can get the ball down to play. Look at Barcelona, the way they play. They've got good feet, they've got good belief, and you keep possession well. And that's what they've done in the last 7 minutes. They've had a very positive start.
There's Everton Petersburg, fullback, Alexander Anyukov, and that's Lafferty with the header. Jamie Ward flicks it forward, and it's Berezicki. Hasn't looked at his most confident tonight. He's so experienced, the 71st cap this evening for the CSKA defensive operator. This is Ignashevich, now Kombarov. Yet they haven't seen him pushing forward, hasn't got the opportunity, he's been busy defending. Zhagoev plays it for Faizulin. Faizulin, who scored a wonderful goal for Russia in Moscow, the first goal of the night.
Yeah, we revel in him. He's not one of the more experienced players, but he's got 3 goals in 8 caps, and that's an excellent ball.
This is Bistrov, gets away from Lafferty. Bistrov plays it in towards the Zhagoev. And Aaron Hughes, really experienced, playing it right back tonight for Northern Ireland. Clears it away.
He did really well there because he left his own man to get into the middle and cover. And if it had went wrong for him, Roman Chirikov was completely unmarked at the far post.
Zhagoev, who had a very good Euro finals, 3 goals he scored in that campaign. And in Poland and the Ukraine. Here's Faizulin, plays it through, beautiful little flick to Zhagoev, powering through, and again, excellent defence. The timing of the tackle had to be precise there. Here's Ward, plays it wide for Niall McGinn. Northern Ireland on the counter here, but Niall McGinn losing the ball. Away comes Kombarov. McCauley getting in front of Korsakov. And the flag's up in the far side.
Well, I have to say, Gareth McCauley on 2 separate occasions had to get his timing right, and he's just made the tackle. He's made up the ground. He's seen it early. It's good anticipation from Gareth McCauley to make the ground up there. Clever play, and that's an excellent piece of cover from Big Gareth. He's done well. That's the 2nd time we've seen him do that.
Ignashevich with a header, so good technically, Russia. We saw that in Moscow. Well, Northern Ireland played pretty well in that game. One problem was giving the ball away in midfield. Can't afford to do that tonight. Here's Norwood. Plays it in for Patterson. With a drop for Jamie Ward. It's Faizulin who gets the block in. And you call back to Akinfayev, the Russian goalkeeper. That's Ignashevich. Denisov. He's the central cog in this Russian midfield. Norwood for Lafferty. Patterson and Steve Davis on the edge of the box. Here is Steve Davis trying to flick it around the corner for Martin Patterson. The Zhagoev, and now it's Berezicki. Good run by the Zhagoev. Plays it through for Korsakov. Has he the pace to get there? Roy Carroll, did he manage to release that ball before he handled it outside the penalty area? Well, he did, according to the referee. Well played, Roy Carroll.
Oh, excellent play, because he was aware that his momentum was taking him out of the box. Fabulous ball through the middle here. You can see the pace, and the 2 centre halves are caught out, but then Roy comes to the rescue and releases it just at the right time. He uses his chest, and then he has the awareness after that to get up and pass it right wide right, keep possession. Big smile on his face, the Olympiacos goalkeeper.
In the Greek League and Cup double last season. But the Zhagoev playing in the hole, Jerry, he was very dangerous in that position. You were very impressed with his movement. I was in Moscow, and again he looks sharp. Here's Chirikov, and there's plenty of room on the far side here for Bistrov. And Bistrov gets another chance. Here's Anyukov, now Denisov. Russia perhaps just settling down here, finding a little bit more rhythm. Here's Faizulin. And Steve Davis gets his feet to that one and chipped away by Cathcart.
Well, you know, both the full-backs have pushed on at this stage. They're leaving 2 centre-backs at the back, marking 1, and they've pushed everybody forward. They're very good on the ball, Russia. They've really stepped it up a gear.
Jagoev back to Faizullin. It was a different type of goal he scored against Northern Ireland in Moscow. Beautiful curled shot into the top corner with his left foot, and the build-up was sublime to that goal.
Yeah, he was a little bit off balance there, Victor Faizullin. You could see when he's leaning back, he was always going to put that one over the top, and he's not getting the time. A lot of the Russian players are not getting the time on the ball they wanted, or what Steve Davis did a really good job there earlier. Closed on Igor Denisov, and that started to do the attack for Northern Ireland. That's what they've got to do, keep pressurising the first touch.
Northern Ireland's last game, of course, that 2-0 defeat to Israel here in March. Here's Niall McGinn. Good tricky footwork by Niall McGinn. Russia are backing off here. He might get another crack at it, McGinn. Is it going to drop for Shane Ferguson? Delicate ball is required here. Faizullin hooks it away. Northern Ireland definitely looking dangerous when they get forward here. This is Clontarf in for Johnny Evans, of course, at the last minute. Change maybe a team at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Back goes McCauley all the way through.
Yeah, it's good cover from Gareth to give himself a yard, a head start. And what a fabulous run it was from Niall McGinn, though. He caused all sorts of problems and just felt we should have maybe get a shot on and tested the goalkeeper again.
It's a good game, Jerry.
It's a great game. It's a very open game, and it's like the first goal is so important. If Northern Ireland can get it, their confidence will go sky high. And maybe a little bit of complacency for Russia, putting us down a little bit and thinking coming in here it's going to be an easy match, and suddenly now with 13 minutes gone they realise they've got a game in their hands.
Peter Doherty went 9 games without a win as Northern Ireland manager. If Northern Ireland failed to win this, it will be the worst ever start by Northern Ireland boss, but they have played some very good football in those 9 games, Northern Ireland.
Absolutely.
Continuing tonight.
Absolutely fantastic football under Michael. By the way, Peter Doherty didn't do too bad after that, did he? Took Northern Ireland to the 1958 World Cup finals.
They were patient with him. They played off.
Well, sometimes patience is what you need.
Bakenfayev, the Russian League Player of the Year, goalkeeper. This is Denisov. Plenty of room for him in the middle of the park there. Here's Korsakov. 22 goals for Russia. Alexander Korsakov, Faizullin, Denisov. And they can make you dizzy with some of their football on this Russian side if you give them a chance. Bistrov again pushing forward on that right hand side for Russia.
Well, that's good to see as well. After 14 and a half minutes, 50-50 possession, Northern Ireland. I'd like to see what the chances created ratio is, because I think Northern Ireland's probably created more chances.
Off goes Martin Patterson. Berezicki gets there. Now McGinn finds all over the back of Faizullin. That will be a free kick. Northern Ireland play Portugal next on the 6th of September. Russia's next 2 games are at home, Luxembourg and Israel. And Russia, you might say, under Capello, have played their toughest games. They played Portugal home and away. They played Israel away, which they won 4-0. There was some comedy defending in that game.
Saying that, Mark, the top goal scorers in the group are 15 goals is Israel, and Israel will defend like they did here at Windsor Park and hit you on the break, so they can be a threat. So Luxembourg, I expect them to beat, but Israel will be a little bit tougher, even though they won 4-0 in Tel Aviv.
At least they're not over home, possibly in St. Petersburg. Zagoev plays it for Shirokov. Now Bistrov in for Shirokov on the run, and Ollie Norwood coming back, lets the ball roll away for the goal.
I've not seen him playing in the central midfield role before, Ollie Norwood, but he and Steve Davis have done very, very well so far.
The Russia game against Portugal in Lisbon on the 7th of June was their first defeat in the group. Helder Postiga, who also scored the equaliser. Yes, the equaliser in a takeover against Northern Ireland. A late one it was too.
Первым на мяче был полузащитник россиян, и неловко с ним обошелся, очень грубо даже, я бы сказал, обошелся с ним Крейг Каткан.
But Zagoev just pokes it out of the way. And again, a very good player, one that really impressed us, as I say. 8 goals and 27 caps is not bad going. as an attacking midfield player.
He's only had one start in the World Cup qualifiers. Djagoev, that was against Northern Ireland in Moscow. There's Korsakoff, Kombarov. He's a free kick specialist, standing over the ball.
They don't normally score too many goals from long range, though, do they, Rubble?
No. I watched a few tapes last week and they didn't really shoot from long range, except from free kicks, of course. Here's Kombarov. He's the likely man to strike this one. He's usually much more accurate.
Well, maybe that's why they don't score too many goals from long distance. You know, it was a good 30 yards out there, and I think Kombarov was chancing his arm a wee bit.
Even against Azerbaijan at home, where they had loads of possession, they didn't shoot from range. The Arsenal were trying to walk the ball into the net, and it took a late penalty to beat the Azerbaijan side.
Well, as I say, tactically they're a very good side. Russia, they work hard and they try and break you down and wear you down, and that's what Northern Ireland's going to battle against tonight. There's Igor
Denisov. Apparently he arrived at Anzhi and almost immediately fell out of the dressing room. That's one of the reasons, apart from the lack of funding now at the club, one of the reasons why he's off to Dynamo Moscow.
What was it, for about 15 million?
Yeah, just the 15 million. Here is Berezovsky. Kombarov on this left-hand side. To Djagoev. Really looking to impress Capello tonight. Djagoev looking for more starts in this Russian side. This is Nashevich, and Komarov's taken up a good position down this left-hand flank. What a ball that is. And both central defenders have shown already that they could knock a long ball with some accuracy. Now McGinn, the ball just running away from him there.
A little bit of lax in concentration. First two touches were good, then the third one, he's let it go. This is good play from Faizulin.
Faizulin, Bistro, in comes Lafferty. Bistro tries to get it in, but Lafferty manages to get in the way. Kicked away by Jamie Ward for Martin Patterson to chase. Berezovsky, route to goal was cut off. Kombarov gets it back to the CSKA Gopher. Goalkeeper. Well, he's a gopher as well. Igor Akinfeyev. Into Shirokov. Again with the challenge. Shirokov holding him off. And this is Faizulin, but Daniel Lafferty leads that one well. Bistro didn't, and now Lafferty in the Ward. Martin Patterson trying to hold his run here, right hand side. Patterson, Daniel Lafferty continuing his run. He's in the penalty area. Here goes Patterson and flag up on the near side.
Good little 2v1 situation. That's just a shame about the final ball.
Russia last qualified for the World Cup finals in 2002. So they've missed out on the last two, and remember they host the World Cup finals in 2018. And Fabio Capello is not being paid £7.8 million a year not to get them to Brazil. Here is Korsakoff. This is Kombarov and Aaron Hughes. Return ahead of Shirokov, and now it's Jamie Ward. Ward looking for Patterson. Now McGinn on the right-hand side. Had to check for the pass. Here's Davis. Into McGinn. More good, neat, crisp, good goal from Northern Ireland. Can McGinn get outside Denisov? He can. And this is Faizulin. Berezovsky had taken up a good position at the near post. And in comes Cathcart. And then way back to Roy.
Well, Robbo, again, just gone 20 odd minutes, and I'm impressed with Northern Ireland. They've played some good football, neat football, created 2 or 3 chances, and Michael must be happy with the way they've started, but obviously we'd love to see them convert some of those chances, stroke half chances.
Korsakoff flicks it off for Djagoev. Now Faizulin. Beast off once more. Here's Anyukov. Faizulin turns away from Ollie Norwood. Anyukov getting forward a lot more than he managed to do in Moscow. Kombarov was the real attacking threat in that game from deep positions. Here he is. Lee Kombarov. Back to Berezutski, whose twin brother is out of the squad with an injury. This is Vasily Berezutski. Alexei is the brother. Russia have lost just 2 of the last 16 competitive internationals and have won 5 of their last 7 competitive away games, and 2 defeats in the last 26 internationals. Greece, their final game in the European Championships, and Portugal, of course, in June.
Yeah, it's taking good opposition to beat them, and as I say, they have a lot of quality. That's not a great ball, though. That's probably the poorest ball we've seen tonight from Ignashevich.
Russia, by the way, are the world beach football champions, and they defend their title in Tahiti in September. Jerry, I think Sky should really send extra cover out. Are you free?
I can kick sand in their face.
Well, this game isn't on the Port Stewart stand, Jerry. That could be a trouble.
I played on the Port Stewart stand many a time. I'll tell you, coaching 6 o'clock in the morning, down with the boys, little 5-a-side. There's plenty of space on the strand.
Kombarov. That was a natural right foot. Sherikov. McGinn gets it back for Northern Ireland. There's Steve Davis. He has never won as Northern Ireland captain. And Steve Davis break that duck this evening.
Well, the fact that we've only won 1 in our last 22 and 2 in our last 33, I mean, it's really put them under a bit of pressure there, you know.
Former Northern Ireland captain Alan Hughes, who was talked out of international retirement by Michael O'Neill. Not getting that many starts in recent times for Fulham. We'll see what happens when the Premier League kicks off this weekend.
Well, I think they're saying Vasily Berezutski handled that. Given a throw in though.
I think it came off the elbow.
Michael's telling the fourth official that as well.
Now again, doing well. Can he get around Kombarov? Here is Korsakoff. Rolls himself in. Oh, he surely threw himself into Steve Davis. That's how it looked from here.
They're much cleverer than we are now. You know, now McGinn was blocked off early and should have had a free kick, and suddenly, when it comes to the clever feet of Korsakoff, he goes down, he gets a free kick.
Kombarov. Viktor Faizulin. Kombarov plays it in for Korsakoff. Korsakoff, who had 14 attempts on goal in the European Championships and failed to hit the target once.
Is that why he's playing out wide now? Well, he's not a bad striker, to be fair to him. 22 goals and 72 caps. That's not bad going.
He had plenty of opportunities against Northern Ireland in Moscow, and he missed a lot.
He did. That was straight after the European Championships. I still think, you know, confidence and belief plays a big part in it. Maybe he wasn't. Well, he was shooting, but he wasn't hitting the target as regularly as he should have done.
Korsakoff has scored a goal last week, actually, for Zenit against Nordsjælland in the European Champions League qualifiers. His first goal for Trimmer Company in 25 games. So maybe that lack of confidence has rolled on, Jerry.
Could have, but Fabio Capello's still taking him, still believes in him, which is typical of Fabio.
So Anyukov, his 77th appearance for Russia, played in all 3 European Championship finals that Russia have qualified for in recent times. Here's Djagoev getting away from the Northern Ireland defence that time. Like Jamie Ward, 3 Russians around him. Kombarov, Faizulin hooks it forward. Djagoev gets up. Macaulay away, helped by Cathcart. In comes Anyukov. Shane Ferguson is the defender this time. All the way back to Ignashevich. Plays it in towards Korsakoff. And it's comfortable for Howard.
Quite happy when they put high balls into the box. You know, we've got Aaron Hughes and Grant Macaulay and Cathcart and Lafferty. You know, we're quite a tall back 4. But look at the statistics now. They've just increased their percentage by, well, 20%. It shows you they're starting to control the game a little bit more.
Well, under Fabio Capello, they've been very strong defensively, Russia. Only goal conceded in the last 9 qualifiers for Stigas. And most of those qualifiers played under Capello, who took over from Dick Advocat after those European finals. This is McGinn. Loose ball, but Aaron Hughes has it covered. Here's Carroll. Jimmy Ward and Kombioff wins the header. In comes Macaulay. Denisov to Zagoev. Here's Korsakov. Korsakov plays it wide for Bistov, and Daniel Lafferty comes in slowly.
That's good timing. Daniel Lafferty's played really well for us in the last 3 or 4 games I've watched him. Very impressed with the performance of the left back from Burnley.
Ignashevich, Bistov. Good defence by Shane Ferguson, getting in ahead of Anyukov.
On that left side, those two pairing really support each other. Shane Ferguson showing just again he can play as a wing back if he has to.
Bistov. The Rovers scored a very spectacular goal against the Portuguese in June, an overhead bicycle kick from inside the penalty area, just scraped the top of the bar. So can Russia take advantage of this extra possession in this first half? It is Faizurin gets the cross in, but there's nobody Russian at the far post. It is Sherakov gets it in, and the ball flicked away for a goal. It's a goal kick. There's Zagoev in there for Russia.
Well, this is the ball here, and just a little bit of contact from Ollie Norwood. You know, have to be very careful. Any challenges in the penalty area. But then this is the run. And the little flick header from Zagoev. That's good play from Hughes, but it doesn't go out. There's a little glancing header.
It's the Hughes ball. Back in Fryev. So 3 attempts each so far in this game.
Still a target for Northern Ireland as well. Well, that was in the early sort of 15-20 minutes. So some very good play from Northern Ireland.
Russia will go to the top of the group tonight if they can get a win. They've got 2 matches in hand over the Portugal side. Play. Portugal 14 points from 7, Russia 12 from 5. Northern Ireland 5th with 3 points. A point each from Luxembourg and Azerbaijan. Here, one on the portal in the deluge against Portugal. Now begins cracker on the half hour. Postiga equalised in the 79th minute. So close that night to a very famous, one of Revo's famous away wins it would have been if they could have survived that final 11 minutes. Here's Bistov losing the ball. Lafferty wins it, but it's given away again, and Zagoev plays it in for Korsakov, and Macaulay gets hidden away to block. Korsakov on his weaker right foot there. Well, he's got plenty of venom in it. Gav Macaulay's got his leg in the way of it, and it just spun up a little bit. It had Roy Carroll backpedaling and hoping it wasn't going to be a target there. That's clever play there. Lovely little ball there for Korsakov. Well, the big men are in the penalty area. Berezutski is in there. Ignashevich, it goes beyond them all. Well, the big men, that is.
There's everybody back for Northern Ireland, and Aaron Hughes winning it.
You wonder why Zagoev doesn't get more regular starts for Russia, Jerry, because when we've seen him,
his quality,
he's been impressive.
He is quality, so hard to pin down, and he drifts. You can see him, I'm watching him now, just coming into your picture in the centre circle. He drifts off his marker and he makes some fabulous runs.
Lafferty to Patterson. This is Norwood for Jamie Ward.
Good play.
Jamie Ward is away here. Ward gets the cross in towards Patterson. Here is McGinn. McGinn with a snap effort and Jimmy Ward just can't keep the ball in play.
Well, again, great play, lovely explosion from Jimmy Ward down the left-hand side, past the defender, leaves him for dead, and then a decent ball into the far post. And now I think Niall's trying to go for a shot come cross, and it doesn't quite come off. But once again, and we've said this in the past, it's encouraging. They're playing some great football. Just need a little bit of luck. They need to hit the target, get themselves a goal. But so far, after 32 minutes, you've got to say they've played some really good football and certainly had more chances than Russia and hit the target more times than Russia.
Well, 6 goals in his 9 or almost a half games now as Northern Ireland boss, 19 against. Remember, 6 of those were against Holland when Northern Ireland really did have a skeleton squad on show. Here's back to Carroll. It's Denisov. Zuma goes in with Norwood and Steve Davis, the captain. Denisov just does enough to get the ball to Shirokov. Now the captain. Back to Shirokov, who scored 2 goals last week for Zenit in that Champions League qualifier we're talking about. Nasovic for Anyukov. Ferguson wrestling for the ball. Did well for a wee man, I tell you, showed some strength. And here's Bistro, he's showing strength as well. Getting away from that Northern Ireland defence. Norwood's in there and Cathcart clears it. Anyukov being driven back, stealing some extra yards there for the throw-in. The Zenit captain. Norwood. Lafferty. That's another throw-in for the Russians. Remember, Dean Shields put Northern Ireland into the lead against Luxembourg. It was Daniel De Motta with the equaliser, and it took a David Healy 96th minute equaliser to snatch a point against Azerbaijan here. After they took the lead in the 5th minute.
That's the most blatant foul throw I've seen in years. Alexander Anyukov, be disappointed with that.
He tried everything there. Stealing drive. Through a wrong one.
Минуту перерыва. 0-0. Лаферти из боковой.
He's not quick enough for that one. Just asking too much of him.
Lafferty. That's Denisov. Norwood. Cathcart clears for Northern Ireland. Oh, here is Jimmy Ward. Plays it for Martin Patterson to chase. He's still running his Martin Patterson does well. Jimmy Ward takes up a position in the penalty area. Ferguson back to Steve Davis. Davis plays it in and all the way through to Akinfire.
A little bit unlucky, because Jimmy Ward made a great move and the ball was just a wee bit too far for him.
Kombarov. Russian president's a bit of a football fan, Vladimir Putin. Bistrov is going to get there this time. He is. And he does well to keep it in. Daniel Lafferty with a challenge. Goal kick. And there's a goal kick. I thought it was a goal kick, and it certainly looked as if it come off from last Vladimir Bistrov. I'm sure the last touch of the ball came off Bistrov. I thought the linesman signalled for a goal kick.
Yeah, he pointed down to the corner though.
And they've got a corner. Let's have a look, Jerry.
He gets the touch here and he pushes it off him. There you go.
Yeah.
Last touch has come off Bistrov. It's clear as day.
Corner comes in. Northern Ireland clear through Patterson. All the big men stay up in the penalty area for Russia. And this is Berezutski with a drop for Djagoev. McCauley turns and Foley trying to stay calm and composed there, and does just that. Beautiful balls from Foley from the Northern Ireland Blue White Arm.
He's done brilliant, like that. If he had put that in front of Al McGinn to go on the end of, that would have been even better, but excellent defending, real cool, calm persona there from Gareth McCauley.
Anyukov. To Jagoev. Anyukov. And this is Shirokov. Shirokov lays it in, but again, Daniel Lafferty does well.
I love it when they sing that. It's just like watching Brazil. They must be encouraged though, Mark, by the way they played. The lads have done so well.
Oldham is very unlikely Northern Ireland are going to get to Brazil with just 3 points so far. They're playing some good football here at Windsor Park, and here's Daniel Lafferty pushing forward. Ferguson to his left. Jimmy Ward back to Daniel Lafferty. This is Martin Patterson. Cross comes Berezicki. Lays it back towards Jimmy Ward. Got to be careful now because the Russians can certainly break with pace. Denisov, Shirokov, Komarov on the left hand side. He's off on the edge of the penalty area, and that's comfortably cleared by Cathcart. In came Denisov. Now Steve Davis for him again. Here's Morgan. Throws it from Martin Patterson. Good goal. Appreciated by the crowd. And again, super long, but he's on his own out there. He's very isolated as the Aberdeen striker. Here's Ferguson. Again, he scored 2 goals at the weekend, 2 penalties against Motherwell. Hughes. The crowd certainly appreciating the Northern Ireland endeavour here and the way they are trying to play. Here's Hughes, and the tackle comes in from Jagoev.
Keeping the ball well, passing it well, got width, got fullbacks pushing on. You know, again, it's encouraging. Almost 40 minutes on the clock, and really acquitted themselves Northern Ireland so far.
Norwood hopefully forward, and Ignacevic is going to try and let this one run. It's not going to. He's going to have to work here, and the goal kick is the result. Remember, and how could you forget? Live only on Sky Sports, Saturday Night Football. The Premier League begins this weekend. Swansea against the champions Manchester United, 5 o'clock, Sky Sports 1. This is Denisov. Hughes. Shirokov, Mike Kusakov chasing Cathcart. Here's away, Norwood. Steve Davis, good football to get beyond Denisov. Back comes Faizulin. And it's a free kick to the man in grey.
Great play, Steve Davis, taking it quickly now. Jamie Ward.
Ward, who's the flash shot from here! What a shot from Ward, the follow-up from Patterson! And how close can you get, Northern Ireland?
Oh my goodness, that was absolutely brilliant. Great imagination. Daniel Lafferty takes it quick. Jamie Ward racing on to it, thinks, I'm going to shoot from here. Fabulous effort. Hits the inside of the post, and unfortunately Mark Patterson can't get on the end of it. How lucky was that for Russia?
The first minute, a half chance. That was certainly more than a half chance. And such a positive strike from the Derby striker.
Well, he's scored goals for Derby last season, we know that, and he's shown today, not just with the effort there, but his general play. He's sharp, he's very quick, he's going to give a lot of defenders problems, and that one was a wonderful strike. So unfortunate it hasn't hit the inside of the post and maybe nestled in the back of the net. We're talking a couple of inches, an inch would have made the difference. They're backing off, and it's a great effort, you know. And I do feel that Atkins there was very, very fortunate. He didn't see it, he didn't get anywhere near it. Best chance of the game, either end.
That's Hughes forward for Martin Patterson. And this is Ignacevic.
Rafael was probably thinking, I've not had an awful lot to do in the last 20 minutes. And took it by surprise. They're all backing off. And he's did the right thing. He's had a shot. And it's on target. Technically, it's on target for me. Check. The decibel point now. Windsor Park. Windsor Park, which will be redeveloped at some stage in the near future. Here is Niall McGinn. He's got the pace to keep it in. He has the cross comes in. Oh, it's Hamilton with a mood-altering goal for Northern Ireland, for the Green and White Army, and for Michael O'Neill. Well, it's nothing more than they deserve, Mark. I tell you, fabulous piece of play. Do you know what? He's got up so early, Martin Patterson. He's not the tallest, but he's leading early on a fabulous cross from now. McGinn, first time cross, and maybe that effort on the post has just sparked him. Have a look here. Oh, he's tight. I think the player in the centre is playing him on there. It's got the left back we need to look at. It's the player in the centre. I think he's onside. And then watch this cross. First time, whips it in, and he's up early. Martin Patterson gets up like a salmon and heads it into the bottom corner. And I do think Northern Ireland fully deserved that goal. Well, what an exquisite cross it was from Niall McGinn. He didn't give up. He used that pace that we knew would be a problem for the Russians if it could be utilised properly. And my goodness, it put Martin Patterson into a good position there. Certainly did, but he's still had a lot of work to do. And the key for me is he's attacked the ball. He's climbed early, which prevented the defender getting off the ground. And he's guided the header into the left-hand side. Wonderful goal. Now, let's see what the boys can do. They've got a goal to defend, and they're playing some good football, and the fans are loving it. The Green and White Army, the Gawa. So it's like the old nights, the wins against England, the wins against Spain and others. Well, the wins are rocked. Certainly rocking now. Just a minute ago before half-time, and Northern Ireland failed to convert a few early chances. Jamie Ward unlucky hitting the post, but at the critical moment, they delivered. Yeah, it was only 3 or 4 minutes ago he hit the post, and I thought, is it going to be another night like that where you create chances and they don't go in for you? But that was just sublime. Fabulous play. Komarov forward for Kosikov. Got to hang on to the break here, Northern Ireland. Kosikov. He wasn't able to control that, and Gareth McCauley just bustled him away from the ball. Here's McCauley again, into space, nobody in that area of the field. Across to him, Jamie Ward, working hard, very hard from Jamie Ward. Professional performance from Northern Ireland first half, organised, disciplined. They're breaking well, they're playing good football, and they've had more shots than Russia, which is very, very encouraging. Well, there goes the whistle to signify half-time, and what a sublime first half it has been for Michael O'Neill and for Northern Ireland. They create
Sarali pari. Бабушки, моими семечками. Ой. Дворовая команда. Azoricia. Pardon. Oi, da. Штука чекаю. Ладно. На чем мы остановились, белогвардейцы? Что-то я совсем не понимаю. Поле, русское поле, я твой колосок.
Удар! 1-0! Мяч за позицию, который отбивает Левин, а не как-то иначе. Понятно почему, слишком велика плотность населения североирландского на этом квадрате футбольного поля. Но вот контратака может получиться у североирландцев. Опаснейший момент, передача будет, выход 1 на 1, опасно, удар! 1-0! Мяч забивает Ниал Макгин. 30-я.
Это главный тренер, как уже было. Североирландцам. Пара финтов и бросает мяч на Криштиану Роналду. В таких случаях иногда говорят, рановато забили. Слишком много. Борьбе за позицию. Еще минут 20, наверное, играть в первом тайме. Дэвис, простите. По привычке я уже называю центрального защитника сборной Северной Ирландии, который отбивает львиную долю мячей, летящих в его штрафной. Даже не Кэрролл, кстати говоря. Он-то на выходах скромен весьма. Ну и тоже странно, да, для сборной Португалии очень часто хозяева пытаются в штрафную мяч доставить верхом, а не как-то иначе. Понятно почему, слишком велика плотность населения североирландского на этом квадрате футбольного поля. Но вот контратака может получиться у североирландцев. Опаснейший момент, передача будет, выход 1 на 1, опасно, удар! 1-0! Мяч забивает Ниал Макгин. 30-я минута, бушует сектор североирландской команды. Макгин открывает счет. Провалились португальцы. И теперь будет им еще сложнее. Положение вне игры не было. Там Бруно Алвеш застрял. Не успел здесь Жоао Перейра, споткнувшись не кстати. Ну и, конечно, Лаферти молодец. Протащил, сделал паузу, подождал, пока займет нужную позицию Ниал Макгин и выдал ему как посылочку эту передачу. 1 на 1, бросившийся в ноги Руи Патрисио, ничего не мог сделать. Ну что ж, это может быть подарок сборной России в конечном счете, а может быть и нет. Все-таки, как в таких случаях иногда говорят, рановато забили. Слишком много времени осталось.
Another substitution mark as well. The number 9's come on, and that's Artem Zupa. There he is, the big lad. Yeah, the Rostov player on for Alexander Kursakov. Wonder is Kursakov carrying an injury because he isn't usually replaced by Fabio Capello. Or maybe he's simply unhappy with the way Scotland went in that first half. I don't think he could be happy about a lot of things. I do feel that they were a little bit complacent and maybe psychologically in their own mind they thought it's only Northern Ireland and we're going to beat them, we just got to turn up, and that's allowed Northern Ireland to get a foothold in the game and build a little bit of a platform, play some good football, create chances, and eventually finally Michael O'Neill's luck has changed and they've got the goal they deserved.
Cheryshev taking up a position there on the left hand side of midfield, and Dzyuba has gone straight into that central striker's role. This is Niall McGinn. My goodness, did he show some acceleration? Get to that ball on the byline to produce that cross from Martin Patterson. Fine header for the goal, and that's by Zulum. And this is Cheryshev. Johnny mentioned the fact that he has got pace. He's got some skill as well as Cheryshev. He's dancing his way into the danger zone. Cathcart gets it away, and here's Faizullin. Was there complacency in that first half from Russia? They certainly look a little bit more urgent at the start of this second half.
Yeah, I agree, Mark. There's a determination about them. They want to get that goal back and get the pressure on Northern Ireland.
Berezutski gets it in, and Cheryshev is robbed of possession. Now Faizullin. Faizullin back to Cheryshev. Cheryshev in for Faizullin. Good tackle by Aaron Hughes. Many times have we seen that over the years from Aaron Hughes, who passes Keith Gillespie's mark of 87 caps now. Hughes. Here's Lafferty. Good first half, Daniel Lafferty. One of many Northern Ireland players to impress, Jerry.
It's that left side combination between himself and Shane Ferguson. They've really done well. I've watched them develop over the last 3 or 4 international matches, and good combination. Now this is good play. Here, Jamie Ward.
Jamie Ward with that excellent shot off the post just before Northern Ireland managed the goal. In comes Norbert on Faizullin. Here is Faizullin again.
Incidentally, Mark, I was watching a couple of players warming up. One particularly that was warming up for me, I thought he was actually going to come on, was Alex Bruce, and it looks as if maybe he was warming up as part of cover for somebody who maybe has a knock. But we'll keep an eye on that over the next 10 or 15 minutes.
He'll be delighted that his dad has signed Tom Huddleston in his absence.
What are you playing at, Dad?
They're speaking to the old man, I think, at the end of this game. How do you do that to me, Dad?
Well, Tom's actually a good player. He's played a lot of games for Tottenham, very experienced player, good anchor man in midfield. And can play centre back in the Cruz as well. Oh, that's a bit hard.
Oh, Sherlockov goes down. Free kick against Steve Davis. Maybe a chance again for the likes of Kombarov to strike this one. The other free kick specialist in this Russian side, Korsakov, is now off the pitch.
He just gets his left foot right there, but he kicks him. I can see he's giving a free kick for the right reason. You know.
There's no sign of Kombarov coming across to take this one at the moment, so maybe left to Ignashevich or Sherlockov. Sherlockov, 2 goals last week for his club in the Champions League qualifier.
I think you're right, it looks like, well, Roman Sherlockov is one of the 2 players over the ball. The other one is Ignashevich.
Against Cheryshev, who is down injured. 7 goals for the Russian under-21 side, so he was fairly prolific for them. And of course Capello has just brought him on. He doesn't want to lose his replacement. Caught by Macaulay, just a little toe poke, was it?
It was a little bit of a follow through. Now to be fair to Cheryshev, he hasn't made a meal out of it.
Welcome to Windsor, young Dennis. Anyway, over the ball is Ignashevich, so they're going to get a pile driver from the big central defender. Sherlockov is there as well. Roman Sherlockov has been in fine form under Capello for Russia. The Zenit St. Petersburg midfielder. He scored the penalty against Northern Ireland, did Sherlockov, to seal that 2-0 win in Moscow. So it's going to be one of these 2.
But the wall's got to jump in sequence as he comes to strike it. Everybody's got to be organised here.
Only one man standing at Sherlockov, and he tried to place it beyond Roy Cowan. It's taken a flick off a Northern Ireland defender, and it's gone for the corner.
This was never, I think, on target. And, you know, with an extra man over the end of the wall, I'm sure Cobb was stretching it a wee bit. They've got the corner kick though.
Another substitute coming on for the Russians, Alexander Samedov. So the 3rd sub being used up very early in the second period. Really making some quite radical changes. Fabio Capello. And Cheryshev hasn't lasted too long. He's not a happy boy. And Samedov is going to have to take the corner, which Cheryshev was going to take. So Samedov gets it in, and helpfully flicked on by Northern Ireland here, and Kombarov with the pile drive.
Well, I'm glad to say Dmitry Kombarov leaning back here. It's always going to be over the top, well over the top. And it's a half a chance if he had a bit more composure. But I don't see any goals under the name of Dmitry Kombarov in his 12 international caps.
Fabio Capello last night said that he didn't dismiss Northern Ireland before the game in Moscow, which he was accused of doing. Misinterpretation. He howled. He's off. Good ball. Here is Martin Patterson. Can he get on the end of this one? Of course, comes Ignashevich. In comes Ferguson. Jimmy Ward in the penalty area. Martin Patterson joins him. Now Lafferty gets it in, gets it deep. And it's kept in by Malm again. It's Jimmy Ward. He's a good man for lost causes, is Malm again.
Tell you what, they've done well. Kept it in after the cross to the far post and the header back out. And as you say, now again, he's got a bit of pace about him. He's got a cross in, it's caused a few problems.
Oh, Jimmy Woodward has control, letting him down on that occasion. Must be the sea air of Aberdeen is refreshed, Niall McGinn. Certainly says Craig Brown has had a lot of his resurrection. Craig Brown was the boss at Aberdeen. Duestroff losing that tussle but winning the throw-in. It's back to Faisal, and the crowd now praying for every Russian throw-in to be a power throw. Here is Berezitsky after Anyukov's error in the first half. Here's Kombarov. Takes on McGinn. Cross comes in, Macaulay's ball, and Northern Ireland just struggling here to mop things up efficiently. But Macaulay's been very composed.
He has.
Such a good player for West Brom too, their player of the season last
Well, it's experience as well as anticipation. We said that in the first 15-20 minutes. He made 2 brilliant tackles. Has to get them right, otherwise they're penalty kicks. And again, shows great composure.
Aaron Hughes away. Yes, Gareth Macaulay, the players and supporters player of the year at the Hawthorns at the end of the last Premier League season. That was Faisal. Now Denisov. Didn't see too much of Denisov tonight. He usually is the red controller at the heart of that Russian midfield, but
Yeah, he pulls all the strings, he anchors the midfield, but he's been a bit lost, and that's all credit to Northern Ireland.
Samadov has pushed forward for Russia here since he came on. And here is Macaulay again, once more showing that experience and setting it back for Carroll. Zuba not yet making an impact. Straight through to Carroll Zuba. He's got a good goal scoring record. He scored 6 of Rostov's 8 league goals this season. The Russian League, the clubs have all played 4 matches. They started in July.
Файзулин. Широко. Хороший пас на Анюкова. Анюков. Передачу на Петрова легко прочитали защитника.
So in theory, they should be less rusty than most of this Northern Ireland side.
Yeah, he's a big lump as well, isn't he? He's a 6'2", 6'3" lad. Helpful.
Rostov and Spartak Moscow have come out of the perhaps biggest in Russia. And that's why Carroll will let that one. A little bit of hesitation a couple of times in this Northern Ireland defence, which has had the Green and White Army holding their breath just for a second. Northern Ireland 13 games where to win, 9 of those under Michael O'Neill. The last victory, that 4-0 European qualifier against the Faroe Islands, August 2011. Steve Davis for Patterson, the goal scorer. He got into the box by Jamie Ward. Patterson takes on Berezitsky. And there's Samadov back to the big central defender.
Дэвида Хилли. Нет Кайла Лассерти. На счету которого в составе национальной сборной Киева.
Northern Ireland through Hughes intercept Warriors Norwood. Comes Patterson, the first time ball comes off Samadov. The pressure is right.
It's good because the big boys can get a great half guard. Gareth Macaulay, who's got a little bit of height there now.
But of course, the running back for Russia, everyone to have Macaulay caused a lot of problems for the Russian defence in Moscow. In comes Macaulay when he was racing for a ball, didn't quite get far enough. Ferguson gets another chance to whip it in. Kapkar!
Yes.
And it's Patterson again! Oh, the flag is up on the far side. Just when the crowd behind the goal in the old Spion Cup were ready to go crazy.
Well, let's have a look at it. It's a great ball in. Let's have a look. It's won well. Oh, that's tight. That is so tight. He looks level when the ball's headed there. He looks level. I actually think he is level. It's Alexander Anyukov. I think it plays him on. That's a really tight decision. That would have been a massive decision for Northern Ireland to go 2-0 up here.
Well, how critical is that going to be in this game? Martin Patterson denied. He's certainly filling that David Healy number 9 shirt with aplomb tonight. Samadov Plays it wide for Bistroff. Bistroff nutmegs Lafferty. Back comes Shane Ferguson. Again, great defensive work down that left hand.
Little tandem is said. They've watched it develop over the last 4 or 5 games. These two work very well together.
And you call with the throw in. And you got back to Bistroff. Away by Steve Davis. Up goes Patterson. Jimmy Ward looking to run onto this one. Daniel Lafferty gets his head to it, gets in ahead of Gazuba. What's going on there? Juba has gone down heavily. A big 6'3" frame.
I don't think there was anything untoward in the incident. Well, it's big enough for Daniel Lafferty. Let's see. He wins the ball. He's fallen over. He sticks his leg out. He's very fortunate there, I'll tell you.
He trips him, doesn't he?
Yeah, he sticks his leg out.
I think he was annoyed that Gazuba had grabbed him by the shirt. He did. This is the Portugal game, Lafferty. Second yellow card of the campaign. Northern Ireland's 15th yellow card in total. So they're flooding the penalty area, as you'd expect, with Faizulun to float the ball in. Up goes McCauley. Where's this going to drop into the arms of Roy Carroll as Gazuba looked to pounce on it?
Well, it's a scrambling moment, but it's just knotted down. It's off a couple of legs, but Roy Carroll acts very, very quickly, sees the loose ball and makes it his, claims it his. And they've got to calm down now. You know, the second goal's been disallowed, and they've got to forget about that and keep getting on with the game. I think they can create more chances. Certainly, now McGinn's got the beating of the left back, as David Healy said, and the pace of Martin Patterson and Jimmy Ward's causing a lot of problems.
A few nervy deflections in that Northern Ireland defence. Ignashevich. Gazuba tries to turn away. Doesn't look like the most elegant of strikers, but he's certainly been effective for Rostov this season. Anyukov comes off Lafferty. Another corner.
The other one likes to push forward at right back, Anyukov.
Remember, Russia felt like the hard work done by picking up 6 points from the home and away games against Portugal and the 4-0 win against Israel away in Tel Aviv, but not so finding opportune opponents here in Northern Ireland. That's better. Martin Patterson so close there to getting the second goal for Northern Ireland, a goal that may well have wrapped up the points in the victory here at Windsor.
Have a look there. I think it's a very tight one. He looks level with the number 2. When he goes to header, he looks probably offside. It's a tight one. And there's probably only inches in it.
Maybe a bit more offside from that angle.
Yeah. You know what, I know when Damien looks in, that goal goes in, Mark, and nobody complains about it.
His previous goal was a penalty against Finland in that friendly. And his first goal for Northern Ireland in open play. Norwood forward. Patterson again is caught offside. It was a problem, has been a problem in the past for Kyle Lafferty. He's been caught offside serially in a Northern Ireland shirt, missing this game tonight. You look at the players who are out of the team, you know, with Healy, Baird on the court without club, Shields and Klingon injured, Blunt suspended, Johnny Evans out this morning or mid-afternoon with tummy problems. Puts into perspective this Northern Ireland performance here. Here's Faizulun. Faizulun chips it in to Juba. McCauley. Someone's got to hack it away. Ignashevich. comes Denisov, and it's good. The neat flowing football we saw from Russia in the first half, Jerry, looks a bit more stuttering.
It's because the big man up front who's come on, he's a target man, but he's not that nimble. And you can see that little flick that came in there earlier from Shirokov. He just flicked it on, and the big man hasn't really reacted. Alexander Semedov, he's more getting crosses and all. And obviously they were hoping to get crosses from Cheryshev, but now they've had to change that plan.
Yeah, Cheryshev only lasted 2 or 3 minutes.
The sub's been sub.
Yeah. Dangerous things Russian subs, though, Jerry. Flipping over on Alan Hughes. Take it. Going to need that defensive experience, you feel. The last 25 minutes off goes Hughes. Zulin comes in with a challenge. And now here's Shirokov. In comes Steve Davis. Hassling that Russian midfield, trying to close them down. Now it's Anyukov. Shirokov plays it in towards Vyzhyuba. In comes Zulin. It's now again. Ferguson to chase, back comes Anyukov. It's a good ball, it's put Anyukov under pressure, all he can do is hack it away. And transfers the ball, 60, 70 yards down his left hand side for a throw in for Northern Ireland. To be taken by Daniel Lafferty. Looks for Jamie Ward and Northern Ireland get another corner kick.
Good stuff. Corner kick, set plays, always a chance to score a goal.
I'm just looking to see if Campart mates as well with Talia to be joined very shortly by the imposing figure of Gareth McCall. Ollie Norwood, a dead ball specialist. Norwood, brisk striker of the ball, as we've seen many times in the Northern Ireland under-21 shirt. Everybody wants a word here with Martin Patterson. Tom Hagan. Pushing and shoving, you fancy, on the goal line with Kombarov. So Norwood, the delivery wasn't bad. Well, now to Norwood from Steve Davis. Good ball. Norwood chips it in. Away for by Ignashevich. Here's Hughes, now Lafferty. And he's given the ball away. The great cheers from the big crowd here at Windsor Park. Steve Davis, and he's played a couple of excellent goals in the last minute or two. Not that time. As we could play a little 1-2 with Jamie Ward. It didn't come off, but the ideas are good. And they're making mistakes. The Russians now, and Northern Ireland winning possession once again. Ignashevich. It's not going to the Catello plan. That's for sure.
Well, he's used the subs mark, and he's only got 22 minutes left here to break down this very solid Northern Ireland defence. They're well organised. They're going to make it very hard for them.
Here is Shirokov. Sends it off from Vyzhyuba. Kombarov with a cross, and Steve Davis away. You getting nervous, Jerry?
Not at the moment. They haven't really thrown the kitchen sink in Northern Ireland. They're trying to play football and play their way into the penalty area. It's as if that's the style of football they want to play. But when you've got a big lad down the middle like they have, and you're not using them, I think that's a plus for us. Artem Zuba is not being used. Now here's a chance for Shane Ferguson.
Shane Ferguson, Martin Patterson pulling away the left hand side. They were saying that they're not known for shooting from distance, this Russian team. And here is Kombarov taking on Niall McGinn. Kombarov for Vyzhyuba. He does not look like a very mobile.
He's not. Vyzhyuba's right. He's a lump, isn't he? 6'3". He's obviously got goals in him, but you get the crosses in, but you know, they want to play 1-2s and try and slot somebody else in. That was another foul throw, surely.
They're good on them. Lafferty climbs well, gets the ball away. Let's see if Anyukov could get it right here. Bistro. Good defence, and he was hooked there, surely. Yeah, free kick Northern Ireland.
Had a very good game. Daniel Lafferty once again left back. Very consistent. Fabio, 7.8 million, and he doesn't look flustered at all.
Actually likes Northern Ireland. The last game, which was cancelled due to the snow or postponed, he was in the bridal suite in his hotel, and the match was meant to be played on the Saturday, then postponed again. If it had been played, he would have had to vacate the bridal suite because it was booked for a wedding, or hide in the wardrobe. You'll not forget Northern Ireland in a hurry with bridal suites, firearms, and maybe defeat. So approaching the final 20 minutes here.
There's a problem, though. There's a problem with Gareth McCauley.
Oh, there is, Jerry. And don't want to lose the stalwart in the centre of that defence. Another fine game. He's been so consistent in that shirt for Northern Ireland in recent times. And with, of course, Johnny Evans out this afternoon with that tummy problem, there will be some reorganising to do if McCauley has to go.
Yeah, you would think Alex Bruce, who's very able to play the back as he is, and they feel he might be the one that comes in for him. Let's see what happens. He jumps though in this one, and he just comes down awkwardly on his ankle. That's all it is. There's not a lot of contact against Bijouba.
Well, it gives the players an opportunity to take a water break, Jerry. It is very steamy out there tonight, high humidity, and they've worked very, very hard.
Well, the players have worked tremendously hard. I'd like to see the goal again though, Mark. That's possible. Here we go. This is fabulous cross once again from Niall McGinn. First time ball. And that is, you know, it's all about getting up early for Martin Patterson. He climbs so early. He prevents the defender getting up, and Brzezinski doesn't get off the ground. Fabulous header.
Jerry, it is very steamy out there tonight, high humidity, and they've worked very, very hard.
Well, the players have worked tremendously hard. I'd like to see the goal again though, Mark. That's possible. Here we go. This is fabulous cross once again from Niall McGinn. First time ball, and that is, you know, it's all about getting up early for Martin Patterson. He climbs so early. He prevents the defender getting up, and Brzezinski doesn't get off the ground. Fabulous header.
Well, play continues. Martin Patterson ruled offside when Windsor Park thought he had scored a second goal. Gareth McCauley's okay. He's recovered, which is very good news.
Well, there was only inches in the second goal being offside. A couple of inches. It was that tight.
Anyukov, Bijouba, Faizullin. Here's Bistrov, plays it in towards Samedov. Now Ignashevich. Here is Denisov. He's been quiet, Denisov. Now Samedov. Samedov for Faizullin. Bijouba, can he get on the end of this one? No, he can't. Daniel Lafferty gets there. Anyukov for Bistrov. And across comes Lafferty again.
Well done, the linesman.
Yeah, again, Bistrov has just nicked them.
He has. But again, Daniel Lafferty's quick to get in, win the ball at Bistrov. And Vladimir Bistrov then catches him as he goes past him. You'll see it here. Great run, he goes in there. Now you can see he just catches the back of his leg and impedes him slightly, and that's enough for the linesman to get the decision.
2 wins in 23 games for Northern Ireland. Slovenia, the last victory before the Faroes. And Northern Ireland 4 wins in the last 4.5 years. But tonight, the gloom could lift big style. Here's Ferguson. Twisting away from Andrew Goff. Gets the cross in. Akinfeev has dropped it here. And there's a real wrestling match on the floor. Martin Patterson involved again. He's certainly demonstrated his aggression in this game, Martin Patterson.
He has,
He's
but
been firing.
it's Kombarov, I think, that actually reacts, because Martin Patterson gets up and causes a nuisance, and Kombarov is the one that reacts, and the referee spotted it. He's calling him over. You'll see that Dmitry Kombarov, both of them are going to get a yellow card. Well, it's not actually Kombarov who gives the yellow, it's Berezutski. There you can see, pulling on top of him. He's at 23 for me. He did it, Dmitry Kombarov. I thought he's the one that should have got booked. But this is fabulous play from Shane Ferguson. Great little step over. He puts another tantalising cross in that causes problems. And the width and pace of Shane Ferguson and Niall McGinn tonight have caused all sorts of problems. And here we go again with Niall.
Here is McGinn, challenging that Russian defence. Here's Norwood. Norwood back from McGinn. A little bit of space on that right-hand side. Oh, he's done well here, McGinn. Plays it back to Norwood. Here's Steve Davis. Neat and tidy from Northern Ireland. McGinn finds Norwood. Keeping possession well here. Gareth McCauley forward for Jimmy Ward. Ignashevich on the end of it. In comes Norwood. Norwood looking for Patterson. Denisov. Well, that almost sums up the Russian frustration, that ball.
You can tell by the reaction of the crowd. Awful play from Russia. Fantastic football from Northern Ireland. Again, piling under pressure. Doing everything right for me. And it's Berezutski who misses the next qualifier. I think he's unfortunate to get the yellow card. I thought it was Dmitry Kombarov who should have been booked.
Ignashevich with the header. Northern Ireland keeping Russia in their own half. This really would be a shock result in the context of the group. The Portuguese would be delirious.
Absolutely, it puts them in with a great chance then of finishing top of the group. Although there's still a lot of games to be played and anything can happen.
Linesman changes his mind.
We don't mind him changing his mind, Mark, as long as he gets it right.
And goes Jimmy Ward. Denisov comes away with the ball for Russia. There's Yuba. Yet again, Northern Ireland win the ball back. There's nobody down that left-hand flank for Northern Ireland, so Andrikov can let it roll away. Back to Akinfeev. He goes out of his box, and that again, sign of the urgency. So it has to be for this Russian side. There's Yuba. In goes Steve Davis. Starting to get twitchy. 76 minutes gone. Martin Patterson's goal just before the half-time break, separating these two sides. Excellent performance from Northern Ireland so far. Bistro gets away from Daniel Lafferty this time. Berezutski, the good Berezutski. Look at the running of Martin Patterson there, chasing and hounding Kombarov.
Can't fault any of them for effort in terms of effort. They've just given everything. It's been a magnificent performance so far. They've got about 14 or 15 minutes to see it out and record a fantastic victory against a really top-class Russian side and prove a point to themselves.
Well, they led Portugal at this stage in the game in Oporto. Postiga scoring in the 79th minute of that game. And Northern Ireland would not fancy a repeat of that sort of heartbreak. Thank you very much.
But that wasn't in Fortress Windsor Park, Mark, with the decibels level raising all the time.
Northern Ireland's final home game and fourth consecutive home game will be against Portugal in September before away games in Luxembourg, Azerbaijan, in Israel. The campaign finishing on the 15th of October, so plenty of opportunities for Northern Ireland fans fans to chew those nails even further towards the quick. There'll be a lot of nail chewing in this final 13 minutes. Here's Shirakov. Shirakov, and that's a good ball. Kombarov comes in and just sets it up for Steve Davis to clear. That was a relief.
Well, he certainly, I thought he cleared it off the red shirt of a Russian player, and he didn't get the result, but by Kombarov taking an extra touch, I think that's where the problem arose. He should have put it in first time.
This is Bystroff, and Cathcart just chests it back to Roy Carl as D'Souza comes despairingly lunging in.
He's got a wry smile on his face there, D'Souza.
Well, remember Saturday Night Football this weekend. The Premier League begins. Swansea against Manchester United, 5 o'clock on Sky Sports 1. The focus here is on Northern Ireland. Can they cling on to this 1-0 lead? And this would be one of the great wins to add to quite a long list here at Windsor Park against one of the better nations in world football.
No, I agree, Mark. It's a top class Russian side. Got a lot of technique about them, good energy levels, but Northern Ireland have outplayed them so far tonight.
Macaulay with the header. Hughes away downfield for Steve Davis. Now Patterson to run. Jamie Ward in the centre for Northern Ireland if he can be found. And Niall McGinn does well again. Rips the cross in straight to Agan Fire. And my goodness, hasn't McGinn done well on that right hand side?
They've all done well. Shane Ferguson on the left, McGinn on the right, Patterson, Jamie Ward. They've all been magnificent. And you can't forget how solid they've been at the back as well. You know, Gareth McCauley made 2 or 3 great saves in the first 10-15 minutes, great tackles.
Shirakov. D'Souza on the air, wants the ball delivered in. Here is Samadov, Shirakov, and Lafferty clears. Good football again in defence for Northern Ireland. And here they go on the break with Jamie Ward. Jamie Ward running strong and hard, and Rosevich. And was he caught there? No, says the referee, Tom Hagan. Ward can't believe it. Samadov. Boos all around. D'Souza. Here is Faizulin. Back to D'Souza. D'Souza into Shirakov. Tried the Kimby back heel, but Northern Ireland weren't buying that. Solid again.
Do you know what's been good as well? They're playing their way out. They're not just knocking the ball forward. Look at this football they're playing here. Martin Patterson on the ball.
Patterson playing with such confidence. Here's Jamie Ward. He's hit the post already. And Berezovsky wins that challenge. Maybe the final 10 minutes. Samadov for Russia. Shirakov. Bit more space for the Russians or Northern Ireland. Beginning to tire. Here is Shirakov.
He'll score many goals from long distance, but that's a plus. Shirakov off balance, Roman Shirakov. But well below par as we see Corey Evans stripped and ready to come on. Mike Taylor just passing some final instructions to him. And we're waiting for Michael's first victory here as manager in Northern Ireland. And what a victory it would be as well.
Well, Corey Evans, who played so well in Oporto against the Portuguese in the away game, wasn't quite so hot at Moscow, gave the ball away quite a bit, but what applause and what a serenade for Niall McGinn.
But brilliant, absolutely blistering pace, given his width, put the cross in for the goal, had a fantastic game, but he's been having a great year, to be fair to him. Played lots of great games for Aberdeen, scored lots of goals, and he's done the business here tonight for us. He's been superb.
Corey Evans, who scored the goal in that tremendous away win against Slovenia, the 1-0 in Maribor. Seems like a long time ago now. That's probably because it was 2009. Here is Jamie Ward. Add that to the Faroes victory, and that's it in terms of wins in the last 4.5 years. Berezovsky, maybe until tonight.
7 minutes. Plus added time to hold out. To be fair, Russia haven't really threatened in the second half. They're happy to play the ball square, keep possession, but they haven't penetrated enough for me. And that's one of the problems. And that'll suit Northern Ireland, and there's another mistake. Good pressing from Daniel Lafferty, and that forces Vladimir Bistrov to put the ball out for the throw-in. Just racking the old memory banks, Jerry. I'm not sure they've had a shot on target, attempt on target. Not really. The second half, I can't remember. And the first half, can't really think of any that they've actually tested Roy. Carl, I can't think of one. I'm actually being informed here that they haven't had a shot on target. And if you don't hit the target, you're not going to score goals. Well, they haven't tested Roy Carroll at all so far, and that says all you need to know about this Northern Ireland performance and defence. And the defensive midfield as well has been mighty, not just the back four. So far, Dzyuba lays it off, and in comes Norwood with a challenge. Stopped well as Samadov came towering in from the flank, and that goes for a goal kick. Relief again. He's done well in that. Well, it's a different role for Oliver Norwood. I normally see him as a creative midfield player, but he's had to work tremendously hard here. He's made the ground up, made a great challenge, and you know, he and Steve Davis have done superb, I have to say. I'll get my coat. It can't be cold, Fabio. It's a Northern Ireland heat wave. I think it's the rain. It's just starting to rain. Faizulin climbs for the ball with Jamie Ward. Now here is Samadov. Samadov to Shirikov. Dorozutsky. Ignashevich. Kombarov. Dzyuba's in the penalty area. Straight again into the bread basket. Yeah, but look where he's made a cross from, Mark. He's made a cross 20-25 yards from the byline. You know, you'd need someone like Cheryshev to get to the byline and put in crosses. As we said earlier, unfortunately, Cheryshev had to be substituted. So the crosses suit goalkeepers and suit central defenders. Not Dzyuba. Norwood plays it forward for Martin Patterson, Ignashevich, and that'll do fine into the corners. Great ball from Oliver Norwood. All Ignashevich could do was put it out for the throw and under the pressure from Patterson. Well, he's going to get some ovation here. Martin Patterson, the goal scorer. Just listen to the applause. What a goal and what a game he's had. Top class performance from Martin Patterson in for Kyle Lafferty. And we wondered before tonight where the goal or goals might come from. Well, Patterson providing the answer, and Will Grigg is on for him. You only need one goal if you keep a clean sheet, Mark, and I played in a team that used to do that on a regular basis. But these players are now starting to believe that they can beat top-class opposition. They played so well here. This is Dzyuba. And look how many Northern Ireland defenders flooded back quickly there. The midfielders working so hard. It was only Norwood who was back in there once more. Alan Hughes defending this time. Bistrov taking up a position on the left-hand side. Norwood away. Here it is Faizulin. And Lafferty gets there for Northern Ireland. Oh, he's done so well. Daniel Lafferty's done so well. He's got the free kick, I think, against Samadov as well. Looks like a mighty fine fullback. Daniel Lafferty, the Burnley player. I tell you, he's looking better every game I watch him. He's got good pace, he's good in the air, committed. Starts for Burnley. He's played every minute of their opening couple of games. Will Grigg climbs and Ferguson almost getting in there as Grigg collects the ball and back comes to Nisov, and Anyukov will do anything to get the ball back. That's a corner, and It's a goal kick. It's a corner. It's definitely a corner. I can't believe the referee's not seen what we've seen from up here. Now they can see the goal now would be devastating for Northern Ireland. But they have looked comfortable at the back most of the time. Remember, Russia have yet to hit the target. This is Anyukov. Berezutski. Ignashevich. Kombarov. Oh, poor control from Bystrov. Enjoyed by this big crowd, emotional crowd now here at Windsor Park. Just shows you when the pressure's on, they make mistakes, and something's happened to Roy Carroll here. Yeah, he's just gone down on his back there, the Northern Ireland goalkeeper. Has he pulled a hamstring? Don't know what's happened. Well, strange one. Very strange one for former Manchester United goalkeeper. Is he holding the back of his head or hamstring? Hamstring, I think. Jerry, he's wobbling the hamstring. Yeah, it is. Michael McGovern would be the player to come on. Number 2, Alan Manus, who would be the natural replacement for Roy Carroll. Mike Taylor is on the bench, the Northern Ireland goalkeeping coach. But hopefully Roy Carroll will recover here. He's only going to hang on for a minute, plus the added time. Don't often see goalkeepers pulling hamstrings. Well, he's 35-year-old one. He's moving a little bit tentatively now. He's stretching that right leg. Well, let's hope it doesn't affect his mobility if Russia do manage to get a shot on target in the closing stages of this game. And Russia forced to come at Northern Ireland from deep. Up goes Lafferty. Did he catch Samadov? He has done. It's a free kick. Well, the free kick is given. Well, I think they're going to throw everything in here. Let's say he gets up early. That's the difference. It's just his arm across his face. He's made a bit of a meal of it. Samadov. Zeeland plays it in. Roy Carroll, dodgy hamstring, and manages to fly for that one. And he's not going to be in a mad rush. Little smack from Roy Carroll. The big in the Skillerman is smiling. There it is. He's on head time. 4 minutes to survive. Forward for Dzyuba, and that will do. Daniel Colley's gone down again. Just landed a wee bit awkwardly. I'm not sure if he caught something on his head, but he and Dzyuba have done battle in the last 25 minutes. There's a few wounded and exhausted warriors out there in green shirts. Out for a throw in to Russia. Will Greg couldn't quite get there, the Brentford man. Kombarov. Mohan's going to keep the pressure on here. And it's Aaron Hughes who wins that header. It's 1-0, nibbling to be done. Here's Dzyuba, he's giving the ball away. Now Norwood. Has done some great defensive work this evening. Now comes Akinfeyev, and this is Berezutski. So 2.25 minutes now for Russia to produce something. They certainly haven't looked dangerous so far, and that's a free kick. Another chance perhaps for Russia. Here's Ignashevich, and that's Ian Ferguson, who gets it away and then gets the ball back from Jamie Ward. Ward's away on a run, but too much depth on the ball. But again, Russia way deep inside their own half. And Akinfeyev decides on route one towards Dzyuba. Here comes Bystrov, and Macaulay hooks it away. you know what? One long ball route once caused more problems in the last 20 minutes than all that build-up line. And he's just 2 minutes left to hang out. McCauley missing that ball, but the whistle's gone. It's a free kick against the Russians. So just over a minute now to hang on here. Artem Zhuba was just backing into Gareth McCauley. The referee sees that's given a free kick. Almost there for Michael O'Neill. The long wait is almost over. He'll be blaming the fire alarm. Michael O'Neill a minute away from what you'd expect to be a very broad smile on the face of the Northern Ireland manager. And he certainly deserves a better luck. As I say, it's not really gone well for him in terms of luck. He should have beaten Luxembourg and Azerbaijan. Alan Hughes with a header, and Komarov comes flying in, and the ball goes flying into the crowd in the North Stand. Just 20 seconds left here. It's been an absolutely brilliant performance by Northern Ireland tonight, missing all those quality players from the starting lineup against this first choice Russia outfit. This is Steve Davis. Davis chips it through for Will Grigg. Well, that will do. That will do. They're all now looking at Tom Hagen. The referee from Norway says that is it. And look at the face. Look at the body language from Michael O'Neill. 9 games in charge without a win. But what a way to break the duck. A victory against the world-ranked number 16 side, led by Fabio Capello. And there's the man who made the difference, Morgan Patterson. Well, it's been a fabulous team performance. I'm pleased for Michael. He really deserves it. They played fabulous football. They've stuck to the game plan. All the problems they've had with players not available, players injured, right up to tonight, just an hour before kickoff with Johnny Evans, they've overcome all of that. This will certainly stand them in good stead, Mark. Well, you do have to reflect on the great nights against England and Spain and Denmark, and beating Poland here as well under Nigel Worthington, and under Michael O'Neill. It is the first victory, the first significant win too, against a mighty Russian side, resurrecting confidence. And they were so motivated tonight here against this Russian team. A win against the highly rated Eastern Europeans.